Carolina lawmakers will not be receiving a large portion of their paycheck anymore.
That's because the state Supreme Court ruled their in-district pay allotment was unconstitutional.
Our Nate Stanley spoke with upstate lawmakers today. Nate, how did all of this start?
Well, the Supreme Court's decision comes after lawmakers approved a $1,500 per month pay increase from $1,000 to $2,500. Not only did the justices rule that that decision was unconstitutional, they took it a step further and said in-district pay as a whole shouldn't exist, cutting lawmakers' pay by nearly $12,000 yearly.
So it's clearly an issue that the South Carolina needs to face, and the General Assembly in particular needs to face.
In an opinion released Wednesday, the South Carolina Supreme Court ruled against a pay raise for lawmakers, saying it was unconstitutional. In the 2025 legislative session, a budget proviso was added that would increase the in-district pay for lawmakers from $1,000 to $2,500. That's money designed for expenses incurred while serving their districts outside of the State House. Greenville County Senator Jason Elliott voted in favor of the increase, but says he personally declined to receive his specific increase.
What the system we have now favors, if you are not retired, independently wealthy, or own your own business, it is practically impossible to serve in the General Assembly.
South Carolina's lawmakers earn a base salary of just over $10,000. The last increase was given to lawmakers in 1994. Greenville County Representative Stephen Frank voted against the pay increase.
With the citizens, we're in a time of high inflation, high, taxes, et cetera. And so I don't know how I'd feel about increasing my own pay while others are struggling to get by.
However, he does want to see the overall state budget decreased and funds moved to offer lawmakers higher compensation.
If we're going to increase our pay, what we first need to do is shrink the size and scope of government. We need to decrease the budget in 26 significantly, decrease the budget so that we can in turn deliver a substantial decrease on income taxes.
Spartanburg County Senator Josh Kimbrell voted against the increase and wants to find other ways to increase how lawmakers are paid.
It doesn't mean they're not going to still do their job or be present or try to do everything they can to help folks. It is going to have a limiting effect on a number of members on a fixed income, certainly. I think that was the whole point of having the in-district expense, is to try to offset those costs of service.
Again, this is just one form of pay for state leaders. In South Carolina, lawmakers earn a base salary, this in-district pay, and per diem pay. Sydney?